Factsverse presents Dangerous Railway Bridges in the World. Number 1. Kuranda Scenic Railway. This railway runs from Cairns, Queensland, Australia to Kuranda. It is no longer used as a commuter rail and is now only used for freight services and as a tourist attraction. It is 23 miles long. To get from one end of the bridge to the other, it takes about an hour and 55 minutes. This includes the stop that the train makes when it arrives at the waterfall. Number 2. Argo Gede Train Railroad. This train runs from Jakarta to Bandung each day. It is a 3-hour ride that is as beautiful as it is dangerous. At one point, it passes over the Seru Pylon Trestle Bridge. If you're afraid of heights, you should be sure not to look down to the deep subtropical valley below. The last major accident on this train was in 2002 when it derailed. Number 3. Trinela Nubes. This train is also known as the Train in the Clouds. It is the third highest railway in the world, as it is 13,850 feet above sea level. It connects Salta in north-central Argentina to the border of Chile in La Poriva. The railway has a total of 20 tunnels, over 10 viaducts, and bridges that are 13 miles high. There are also very steep grades along the route. You would need to be very brave to take a ride on this train. Number 4. Chennai Rameswaram Route. This is a train that runs right over the Indian Ocean that was built in the 19th century. Due to the opposing force of the winds, the train crosses the bridge very slowly. It takes about 20 minutes to cross the bridge. There have been some very serious accidents on the route due to strong winds. The last major tragedy was in 1964 when the whole train was swept away in a storm. It was the Darush-Kyoto cyclone that took the train off the tracks, and it was one of the most powerful storms to strike the area. Number 5. Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railway. This railway is located in New Mexico and it is a tourist attraction. It is the longest and highest steam railroad in the U.S. with a track that is 64 miles long. It passes between the border between Colorado and New Mexico. The great heights at the winding track makes it one of the scariest railroads in the world. Number 6. The White Pass and Yukon Route. This railway is a 3-foot narrow-gauge railroad. It links the port of Skagway, Alaska with Whitehorse. This train has had a variety of accidents, which is what makes it so dangerous. In 1951, the train caught a guardrail with its snowplow and it rolled over on its side. In 2006, there was a serious derailment which killed one section worker. In July 2014, the train derailed again where 9 people were seriously injured. Number 7. Georgetown Loop Railroad. This is a 3-foot narrow-gauge railroad that is located in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. The railroad route is 4.5 miles long and its highest elevation is 640 feet. It runs along mountainous terrain. It goes over trestles, fills, cuts, and a grand loop. It is not just the train ride that is scary. At the halfway point, passengers can get off the train and walk 500 feet into a mine tunnel. Number 8. Asomanami Route. The Asomanami Route is a railway that is very scenic and beautiful in some areas and very dangerous in others. This train goes over a trestle that is thousands of feet off the ground. The track gauge is just 3 feet 6 inches long and the line length is 11 miles. The fact that this track goes from beautiful to terrifying makes this railway one of the most dangerous in the world. Number 9. The Burma Railway, aka the Death Railway. This is a 258-mile railway that runs between Banpong, Thailand and Thanbuzhat, Burma. The track gauge is a bit over 3 feet and the railway runs for 258 miles. While this bridge does have its dangerous points along its route, it is known as the Death Railway because of all of the workers that died while building the railroad. The estimated number of deaths was 12,621. This was just in the matter of the 6 years that it took to construct the railway. Number 10. Baipanjang Bridge. This is one of the most dangerous railway bridges in the world. It is 1,854 feet high and it spans over 2,362 feet. It is considered one of the highest bridges in the world. What makes it even scarier is that it has a hill that makes you feel like you're on a roller coaster. This railway at its highest point is considered to be the highest railway in the world. Anyone who has ridden this train and went over the loop will agree that it is the scariest train ride they could ever expect to take. Subscribe for more.